Hey, what's up, guys? I'm gonna show you right here a little breakdown on how I made my first beat on the SP404. I'm not gonna go into the full technical details of everything because there's a million videos out there that can better explain the technical stuff. I just want to show you how, like right here, I'm starting out grabbing, figuring out what drums I'm gonna use. I have some loops ready where I could chop up, but instead I chose to go with the one shots from a pack that I have. So then I create or kind of mess around with the drum sounds and create some kind of pattern. I usually start with the drums first before messing around with the instrument sample that I choose. So then I mess around with the bass one shot that I had in the drum pack, put it on chromatic mode, and kind of created a bass line with the sample. Now, nothing in this video is in order of how I actually made the beat. Unfortunately, I decided to make this video after the beat was already completed. And then I'm messing around with that sample right there, just a sound effect sample that I'm gonna use in the track. Now here I have the sample that I chose. It's a very laid back, smooth, jazzy type sample. It's my style. It's what I vibe to. Is more the laid back, boom bap. I wouldn't say lo-fi. I don't like using that term because I'm a '90s kid, so I grew up, it's boom bap. It's hip hop. It's real hip hop. But that laid back sound is definitely what I gravitate to for the most part. So once I had the sample chopped and spread out to the 16 pads, I went to go mess around with the a horn saxophone sample that I chopped up and just kind of messed around with it, seeing I spread that out to 16 pads as well. But I always like to put some kind of delay effect on the sax samples, as do many producers. It's kind of tried and proven method that works very well over laid back samples. And so I just kind of went through the different effects that come with the SP and found a good delay effect that sounded really good with this horn sample. You do got to mess around with the effects a little bit because you don't want it to have too much feedback or too much delay, because then the sample begins to sound cluttered, in my opinion. I sometimes add reverb on samples like that, but I think the original sample already had enough reverb, and I think it just would have been too much if I would have added more. So then now I just kind of review the different samples, the drum samples I have on the pad, my other sounds that I have sampled. And I already had all my patterns created and the song laid out in the pattern chain before I made this video. So this is just kind of a run through of how it sounds. So once I bounced the finished track out of the SP, I dropped the file into FL Studio and added my name tag for Distorted Square Productions to make it a little more official, and then start my tweaks. First thing I did was raise up the volume and add compression to fill out the track. I feel like compression just gives the beat, some more feeling, heart, and an overall volume booster. I then added a few things like this reverse hi-hat for the chorus. I like putting things in there to identify, where you're at in the track. So I put this sound in to notify that the verse section of the beat was starting, and then the reverse hat for the chorus. So I found that note, and instead of playing out a musical section, I just kind of used it on the piano roll for as a sound effect. And now after I wave this file down, I'll put it back in the SP and play it live.
Distorted Square.
Distorted Square. Distorted Square. Distorted Square. Distorted Square. Square.